Alabama A&M University promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating words or actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from this facility. We thank you all for being loyal and supportive fans. Gentlemen, welcome to the Event Center on the campus of Alabama A&M University. And today's contest, as the Bulldogs of Alabama A&M University host the Racers of Murray State University of Murray, Kentucky. In a moment, we'll have the introduction of the starting lineups for both teams. But first, we ask that you please stand for the playing of our national anthem. And now, here's the starting lineup for the Racers of Murray State University. Starting at guard, a 5'8" senior from Gurnee, Illinois. Number 2, Jordan Hughes.
Welcome, 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 A&M Bulldog fans.
At forward, a 5'8".
Today we have our first women's basketball game for our Lady Bulldogs today. This will be their first home game here in the new arena. I'm here with Coach himself. You know, Chauncey isn't here to do the game today, so me and Coach will be riding out for today. How you doing today, Coach?
Doing fine, Juan. Everything's lovely, and I'm glad to see our ladies finally getting an opportunity to play in the event center.
Now, our ladies are coming off a tough 75-68 loss to Sanford, where a majority of the points was coming from one player. When it comes coming off a game like that, when one player seems to just carry the game along, how tough is it to, after the game, defensively, just prepare for that?
Well, I think what is going to happen, Murray State, they're gonna take your last 2 or 3 games, and what they'll do is they'll set a game plan according to that, because I think somewhere in there they should have played. They probably would have had a game against North Alabama where they lost 66-48. So they'll take those last 3 or 4 games, and they'll come up with their game plan, and they'll decide who on our team they would like to stop. But when you look at our stats, Tony Grace and Taylor Smith are our top 2 scorers, and then Shanice Reed. So you got the top 3 scorers. So they'll try to come up with a plan to try to slow those 3 people down.
Yes, sir. And now we're coming. This will be our first time hosting Murray State here at home since 2017. Murray is coming off a 59-56 win over Chattanooga University with their 6'1" junior forward who led that game in points. Leads the team with 16 points per game, and she's also second in rebounding. Now, when you have a big as the number one rebounder and points per game getter for the team, how tough is it? Or what type of game plan can you do to try and keep them out of the paint and slow the offense down and get other people to get involved?
Well, I think what you have to do is reduce their touches. Don't let them touch the ball as much, particularly in the post. A lot of times in the post, we can either front that person, or if you play behind them, we'll probably do a double team to go down and get them. There are different plans, and I'm not sure what plan coach has come up with for this game, but I guarantee you, Coach Richards does a great job, and she'll have a nice game plan.
All right, fans, don't get comfortable, get your popcorn ready, as when we come back from this commercial break, we'll be having tip-off. We're entering tip-off for our Lady Bulldogs. We will have number 22, Hannah McKay. Number 22, Jalen Murray. Then we have Tony Grace, Shanice Richards, and Armani Free starting off for our Lady Bulldogs. And then from the Murray State Racers, we have Jediah Black. We have Miss Macy Turley.
The Alabama University marching maroon and white needs your support.
Jordan Hughes, and then we have Miss Bria Sanders Woods rounding out that lineup for the Lady Racers. As we have tip-off coming right here.
Yep, they're going to have to re-jump that one.
You don't see that too often right there, Coach.
I think Murray State knocked that one out of bounds, so it'll be our ball first.
All right, so we have our Lady Bulldogs starting the game off today.
And Murray State is coming out in the zone.
Yeah, we've improved that three-point shooting, so I'd like to see how we can try and stretch the zone out as we have.
Yeah, you got to have good ball movement against the zone. We shooting 30% from the three.
She swings it over to Miss Grace. Grace drives down to the lane with a dish back to off on that one. Great rebound right there by Miss.
Now, I think one of the good things is that our women got back that time to stop their break. And that long-range shot by Murray State.
Right there missed by Miss Sandra Woods as Miss Grace brings the ball up. She brings it down low. Back over to Miss Grace, who shoots a three. No good.
So that was over the top. So 2 trips, 2 shots. And we still have not scored our first basket in the event center.
I like that we're being aggressive shooting the ball, but have to get something knocked down as Miss Bria Woods has the ball at the top. She brings it down. We have a foul.
They knocked that one out of bounds, so that's a good sign that the defense is being aggressive.
As Miss McCalla brings it up, swings it over to Miss Grace. Back over to Miss McCalla. Has a tip.
Right. Murray State's being real aggressive in this zone. It's more of a matchup zone.
All right, with Miss Woods swinging it over to Miss.
Good block. That was a great block. The fans are happy. They're happy to see Jayla Cody with that block.
Yeah, she did a good job protecting the paint right there, not letting them get the drive off as the Racers are now inbounded down low.
They're going to get Jayla for that foul.
That'll be our first foul of the game.
Caitlin Young is going to the free throw line for Murray State, and she has not missed a free throw this year, 13 out of 13.
14 for 14 right there, so you see if we can get that free throw jinx going.
Yeah, as a team, they shoot 76% from the free throw line. So it might not be a good idea for us to put them on the line.
Yeah, we had a lot of fouls in that last loss to Sanford, so I'd like to see if we can clean our game up. She swings it over to Miss McCallum. Tries to get it down low as she does Miss Cody. Good move.
Good drop step.
And another miss by our Lady Bulldogs. Getting a lot of good shots, just not getting them to fall.
Right. She just came up a little bit short on that one.
Miss Turley swings it over. Back down now. We have a kick ball right there.
First sub in the game.
Coming in for the Lady Bulldogs, we have numbers.
Taylor Smith is coming in. That's 23. 5'5" junior from Foster's, Alabama.
Nice mid-range jumper, and it's good right there by Miss Turley. That's her first bucket of the game. Go ahead, Miss McCallum bringing it up. She swings it back over to Miss Free. Back over to McCallum.
Yeah, they're extending their zone. They're coming up, putting pressure out hot.
A nice move up top. She swings it back over to Miss McCallum. Back up top to Miss Grace. And another missed open three for the Lady Bulldogs as number 13, Miss Black, gets the rebound. Miss Sanderwood swings it back over to Turley, who hits another three, or another basket. We have a timeout. It's a 7-0 run for the Lady Racers, has them with a nice lead over our Lady Bulldogs to start the first quarter. We'll be back after the break.
Rango 4-7 AMU.
Come out of this timeout break, looking for our Lady Bulldogs to get their first bucket of this first quarter. With a team running a zone like the Lady Racers, they're running out with this 2-3 zone. What do you do as a coach to try and break that zone and get some points on the board for the Lady Bulldogs?
Well, you got to move the basketball. You got to make the zone shift. You got to go side to side. You got to go side to side with it. You got to try to do high-low, get the ball to the high post and pivot. But Murray State they're bringing their zone all the way out for applying pressure 3/4 to court.
As we have a good drive right there, and the travel it looks like, and it was right there. Another turnover for our Lady Bulldogs. That'll be the second one of the game as Miss Turley brings it up. Swings the ball back to Sanders Woods. She's looking for a pass down low. Shot from the big, Miss Blacker is no good. Rebounded by Miss Free. She brings it up, swings it back to Miss McCallum.
And the other thing you can do against the zone, you beat it down the floor before they set up. So you got to try to get some transition baskets in there also.
Yeah, with us not being that, ooh, nice lay and another miss right there. It's getting good shots, just can't get them to fall so far in this game, Coach.
Right. They just got to keep shooting them. You just got to keep putting it up.
As we have Miss Turley bringing it up, she swings it over to Miss Hughes. Another down low pass. No good right there by Miss Young. And we got another rebound there from Miss Cody. Swings it over. She swings it back up top to Miss McCallum. Back over to the middle to Miss Free. She gets it down low. Nice finish, just wasn't good for Miss Free as we have another rebound for Miss Hughes.
Okay.
Turley brings up another three. Heat check. Off, but a rebound, no good right there by Miss Black as our Lady Bulldogs bring it back up.
So right now it's still that 7-0 lead, so we still got an opportunity. 7 points is not a lot to make up. They just got to figure out the best offense against this zone.
And she swings it over right there for Miss Simmons, who had a great 17-point performance for us in the loss against Sanford as she misses the floater right there.
Right, they're getting good looks. They, most of their shots are in the paint. They're just not dropping right now. But you got to keep the faith and keep putting it up.
As Miss Hughes has it down low, she swings it back up top to the guard, Miss Sanders Young.
And now we've dropped back into our zone. Almost.
Good defensive effort right there from Miss Amaya Simpson. That's what she was giving us in that last game against Sanford. She had two steals, and she played good full-court defense for us as we was running a full-court press a lot of that game.
Right, and we got Akia Elam into the game. Also into the game for us is Asani Nicholson. And they got leadership on the floor with Miss Burgeon, who should be a senior this year. She's had a great career. She's had a great career at Alabama A&M.
Yeah, she's been in a backup guard to Nigeria Jones, sometimes swinging that starting line for her. With her now having the keys in her hands, I'd like to see how she leads this Coach Richards-led team. As just like the boys, we have a lot of transfers coming in. And we also have a substitution for Murray State, but Miss Jenna Walker subbing in that guard. She swings over to Sanderswood, and we have a shot clock violation.
Good defense.
We're playing good defense so far in this game. Just have to get some shots to fall down for us.
Right. I mean, you've only given up 7 points, and they've been stuck at that 7 for quite some time. We just got to figure out the best offense against the zone.
Near turnover right there as Miss McCallum saves it. She's bringing it up.
And I really like the way they're Murray State. See, they bring the pressure all the way out.
Yeah, they're not letting us get set up in the offense as we get
Good
a
shot.
nice corner three made right there by Miss Simmons. First point of the game for our Lady Bulldogs.
So now they should feel better about themselves. When you see one go down, hopefully it'll be a trickle-down effect.
All right, Sanderwood gets it down to Miss McKay, who a little too much on that pass right there.
Yep, she almost put it in the lap of Coach Hughley over there.
And down there, as, like you said, Coach, extending that pressure out as Miss Bergen with almost another turnover.
Good skip.
To Simmons, back over into the corner, Miss McCallum. Back to Miss Simmons.
Good
looking nice,
good
fine inside.
Whoa.
And a tough play right there. Could have went anywhere right there from Miss Elam.
Yep. She shot that one and she got it blocked.
Sanderwood, she swings it over to Miss McKay. Looks to drive, nowhere. Back up top to Miss Sanders Woods.
Now this zone has slowed Murray State's offense down, so a good call by Coach Richards. That's another turnover.
Another forced turnover for our Lady Bulldogs. Playing good on the defensive end. They're 25%. We forced 3 turnovers so far. All right, checking in for Miss McKay. We have number 15, Fruzina Horvath, checking in for the Lady Racers, excuse me.
Yep, so the zone has slowed them down, so now all we got to do is try to figure out a way to pick apart this zone.
As Miss Bergen has it at top, swings it back over to Miss McCallum. Looking, another swing pass over to Miss Simmons, back down low to Miss Elam. Excuse me, Miss Nicholson, as she's fouled right there on the layup attempt.
Yep, we got it down on the low post, and she drove the baseline and got the block call.
And these will be her first free throw attempts for the season. Another one of the new Bulldogs for this team. We have the freshman, Asian Nicholson, a freshman, 5'10" freshman forward out of South Euclid, Ohio, coming out of Brush High School. She also played track and field and was a district champion in the 4x100 and the 300-meter hurdle.
So in other words, she's just an athlete.
You always want athletes like that on her roster. As she's off for the 0-2 to start the season. As it's still 7-3 here for our Lady Bulldogs. Back up top, she swings over to Sanders Woods. Back on low, nice high-low action and
good block. Good block.
Nice block from behind. Miss McCallum. Miss McCallum brings it back up. Slow down the fast break as Miss Simmons slows it back down to the top. Back up to Miss McCallum. Swings it back over to Miss Simmons. She's looking. Nice jab move right there for a pull-up and not good. Rebounded there by the Lady Racers as we have Miss Connor bringing the ball up. And no good right there on the three-point attempt, excuse me. But
right, we got to limit. Even though you're in the zone, you still got to limit them to one shot.
Miss Sanderwood, she swings it back down low to Miss Horvath, excuse me. Back over top to Miss Wood. Looks to drive. And good for her first basket of the game.
Right, then that's their first bucket in about 3.5 minutes.
Right there, back up top to Miss McCallum. Looking, fine. Swings it back over to Miss Simmons. Back up top to Miss Nicholson, who swings it over to Miss Reed. No good right there. A little too much on that one.
Right, we getting good looks. They getting it down in there. The shot's just not falling right now, but you just got to keep shooting it.
Ooh, nice pass right there down low to the leading scorer for the Lady Racer as she gets her first bucket in the game. Second bucket of the game right there from Miss Young.
Right. She did a good ball fake to get us off our feet.
Good fake pass right there, Miss McAlpin. A little too much on the mid-range. Even fighting for the rebound, and looks like it's going to stay here for the Lady Bulldogs.
Right. We got to continue to shoot it. We only shooting 27% right now. We only shooting, I'm sorry, not 27. We're shooting 7%.
Yeah, 1 for 13 to start this game. As we have coming in for the Lady Bulldogs, we have Miss Tony Grace subbing in at the guard. We also Miss Amani Free, a little bit of the starters coming in. And also for her first minutes of the game, we have Miss Miss Taylor Smith subbing in as well. Swing the ball around. Looking a little too much, and she gets it. Stolen right there for the Lady Racers as we have Miss Turley bringing it. She's driving. Looks up top, has an open. Got a little friendly jumper right there for Miss Pina, her first basket of the game for the Lady Racers.
Right, and they were able to shoot that three, put down there that three-point shot. But against this zone, faster ball movement, penetration, those are the keys to working against the zone.
And she couldn't get a good shot opportunity up there as we have the Lady Racers bringing it up. She swings it back to Turley, who finds, swung back to her, swings over for an open three from Ms. Horvath at the top. Almost gets the friendly bounce, but a rebounder and a foul right there on the Lady Bulldogs as Ms. Burpo gets an offensive rebound right there.
Yeah, it's a little tougher when you're in the zone to rebound because you don't have box out assignments, but you gotta turn and box out the person nearest to you. Closest to you. When you're in a man-to-man, it's easier. You know who to block out, the person that's guarding you or the person that you guard. But in the zone, it's a little bit different because you don't necessarily have a person you defending in an area.
That free throw was no good for the Lady Racers. Checking in for the Lady Bulldogs before that free throw shot, we have the veteran guard, Miss Darian Burgeon, and also number 22, Miss Jaylen Murray, checking back in. Swings it back down to the middle to Ms. Grace. Ms. Grace gets it at the top. This is over in the mid-range shot, and a nice knockdown right there.
Yeah.
On three-point, I thought the foot was on the line. Good shot right there by Miss Free, giving us our second free throw, three-point field goal for the game as Miss Turley takes a mid-range shot. And no good right there as our Lady Bulldogs have 0.4 left, so 5:15 looking like it's going to go into that.
Yep.
For the second quarter, we have a tough first quarter for the Lady Bulldogs. Played good defensively, holding the Lady Racers to 33%, but we're shooting 13% ourselves. We'd like to see how our Lady Bulldogs can amp up their offense and try and get a lead going into the second quarter.
Right, it'll come. They got to keep shooting.
All right, we'll be back from break at the start for the second quarter.
Thank you in advance for your support of the Marching Maroon and White.
DJ Zach Allen.
Welcome back, Bulldog fans, for the beginning of this second quarter for our Lady Bulldog team as we are trailing 5-15 to the Lady Racers of Murray State. Now, Coach, going into the second quarter, we've been out-rebounded 17-7, with 4 of those rebounds being offensive. Now, like you said, Coach, it's tough when the team's running the zone to box out and get good looks on the break.
Yeah, it is tough. And what we got to do, they just got to battle. They just got to go after the rebound. You got to box out to keep them off of that offensive glass. You just got to make it happen. That's one of the fallacies of the zone. People can out-rebound you in the zone, but we just got to make it happen because you're playing at home.
As we have Miss Grace bringing in. She swings it back up to Miss Free, back down low.
Good high-low, good high-low.
And a good play right there.
That was a good high-low.
As Miss Elam gets an assist right there to Miss Cody for her first basket of the game. Great start for the second quarter for our Lady Bulldogs.
Right. Our zone has been a good – they got another offensive rebound.
That's their 5th one in the game. Miss Beck gets it over to Miss Young, who foul right there.
That's a late one. Coaching staff didn't like that call.
Yeah, it looked like Cody tried to stay vertical with her, but the ref seen something that we didn't and called the foul on that one. As we have a substitution for our Lady Bulldogs, we have checking in for us number 44, Miss Danya Frazier, a 6-foot freshman center out of Lyndhurst, Ohio, who also a Brush High School member.
So Brush has been good to us.
And we have her and Miss Nicholson.
And Caitlin Young is at the line, and she's already put down a couple of them. Remember, this young lady hadn't missed a free throw on the year so far.
This is the leading scorer here for the Lady Racers. Free throws like this, Coach, you think can get them that scoring touch going for them?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Anytime you can get to the line and you get a chance to see it go in, it'll happen.
She knocks down both right there, extending the lead back to double digits. And we have Miss Grace bringing it back up for the Lady Bulldogs. Looks, swings it over to Bergen, who swings into the corner, and a little too much on that one as we get the offensive rebound. Missed on that one again. Couple takes right there for Miss Murray there in that possession.
Right, that's going to stay with the Bulldogs, so now you got a chance of scoring on the out-of-bounds play.
And Miss Grace taking out, who finds Miss Free up top. Nice behind-the-back move, looking. No good as fighting for the offensive rebound. Looks like they're going to call for a foul right there.
I think that's going to go against Murray State.
Yes, that one right there will be on Miss Jediah Black. That'll be her first one of the game. And at the free throw line for the Lady Bulldogs, we have Miss Amani Free.
And she's 80% on the year from the free throw line. She's been there 5 times. Oh, no, they're going to say it's not a shooting foul.
Yeah, I was thinking so. It looked like it was an over-the-back call. I was wondering why they had her at the line. Miss Gracie looking. Swings it up top to the veteran guard, Miss Bergen. Swings it back over to Miss Grace. She looks down low. And before the take by Miss Frazier, we have a traveling violation. Another turnover for our Lady Bulldogs. Just the 3rd one of the game, as it's an improvement from the, 18 turnovers we had in the last game. And we have Miss Turley brings it up. She swings it back over to Miss Hughes. Hughes back up top to Miss Sandra Woods. Sandra Woods looking, driving. Has nowhere to go. Good defense right there by Miss Bergen as she swings it back over to Turley. Has Miss Hughes in the corner and Miss Corner 3 right there.
Yep, we got to get it, limit them to one shot. And
Miss Grace brings it. Nice fast break opportunity. And another miss in the paint for our Lady Bulldogs. We've yet to get a paint point for us with all the paint touches and layup opportunities we've had. As Miss Hughes looking, swings it back over to Miss Turley as she gets the offense set up. And she gets it down low to Miss Young. Looking to get her own basket, and she does right there. Nice layup right there from Miss Young.
Right, she drove that one to the basket and went right down the middle of our defense.
Miss Grace looks to break the pressure. As she does, gets it up court, swings it back up top to Miss Amani Free. And getting into the offense for our Lady Bulldogs. And Miss Tony Grace brings it over, swings it back over to Miss Burgeon, who gets aggressive. Good pass.
Yeah,
couldn't get the finish.
we missed a lot of bunnies in this game.
Yeah, like I just said, as we have not a turnover. It looks like it was off a Lady Bulldog. They'll be staying here for the Lady Races as checking in for both teams having substitutions. Checking in for the Lady Races, we have number 32, Miss Burpo, checking in. And for our Lady Bulldogs, we have number 34, Miss Cody, checking back in. Miss Amaya Simmons and also Miss Malcolm, Imagine Malcolm, checking back in.
Right, Dewan, right now we just having tough luck on the offensive end. We're getting some good looks. It's just not dropping for us.
Yes, sir. As we've had 8 missed layups so far in this game. No coach wants to see that for their team. As Miss McCallum swings it over Miss Cody, back over to Maya Simmons. Swings it back up top to Miss Free, looking for Miss Cody down in the paint.
They don't get her for a walk. Yeah.
Travel right there. Another turnover for our Lady Bulldogs as Miss Cody picked up her pivot foot right there on that play.
Yeah, that's our 4th turnover. And when you're not scoring the basketball, the turnovers are even more magnified.
Yeah, I know. Especially with a travel, that's a momentum killer right there. That's just a self-earned turnover as Lady Bulldogs, like we said earlier, matching the Lady Races with a zone defense of themselves. And they get a turnover right there. Great steal by Miss Simmons. Miss Murray swings it over to Miss McCallum and transition 3.
Yep. See, when you can get down the floor before the zone sets up, then you can get a shot off.
And we have a timeout right on the floor as it's 10-19 going 6 minutes and 38 seconds here in this second quarter. Our Lady Bulldogs are still looking to cut down on this lead as they're back in single digits for the second time in this quarter. We'll be back from break.
Seems like we got a technical, but I don't know where it's from. They haven't. Oh,
yeah, she walking around.
The officials are still in discussion.
Yeah. Still trying to make that call as coming out of that timeout. Looks like a technical foul might have been assessed on the Lady Bulldogs. As they discussed that, Coach, our Lady Bulldogs right now, they're 4 of 22 at an 18% percentage for the game, but they're only down 9 points. What can our Lady Bulldogs do to try and cut this lead down and stay in this game?
Well, they got to defend, come on the defensive end, defend better. On the offensive end, they just got to keep going. They're getting good shots. They will eventually fall. That's what you want to tell them, that you keep shooting because you think about it. They're taking all their shots. Most of their shots are in the paint, and so they're missing a lot of bunnies. So they're getting the correct shot. They're just not falling. So you just have to keep doing it. But in the meantime, when you're not scoring, you got to make sure that your defense is in order, and they got to play better defense to keep Murray State from extending this lead. And now they are going to a timeout.
And as we have a timeout here on the floor, with like 10 to 19 for the Lady Bulldogs. They're still trailing here as we'll be back from break to see if we can cut this lead down.
At Alabama A&M University, you will find people that come from all walks of life, come to a school enriched in history, join together for a common goal to strive for academic excellence. AAMU have beautiful scenery and wonderful programs such as the athletics department for students interested in sports. Come witness our founder's dream become a reality through the Bulldog experience.
First horn.
a technical foul was assessed on the Lady Bulldogs right there. According to the stat sheet, it looks like it might have been on coaches. No player was assessed a technical foul. Have to look back and see what caused that technical as Miss Turley knocks down her first one. And she knocks down the second one, extending the lead back to double digits for the Lady Racers. As our Lady Racers to get us back going out of this timeout, we have Miss Turley bringing it up for the Lady Racers. Getting the offense going, swings it back down to Miss McKay, looking for a high-low action. She gets it to Miss Kaylin Young, who gets another down-low easy bucket right there for her.
Yeah, that's too easy right there.
And Samaya Simmons, she looks and brings it over, swings it back over to Miss Amani Free. She's looking, swings it back over to Miss Murray. Miss Murray looking. Have a real tight coverage on the Lady Bulldogs from the Racers. They're making it real tough as we get a
right. What they do, see, they're extending that defense, man. They're putting pressure on them. The guards are picking up out high. They even come across half court picking up.
Yeah, that's an interesting move for our Lady Racers. You don't usually see that in the zone offense, especially.
Right.
Zone defense.
So right. A lot of people, well, some people play that. We used to have a version of that because it confuses your opponent a lot of times.
And we have another high-low action as we
should be a walk on that one, yep.
And they got to travel. They was looking to get inside the paint again on our Lady Bulldogs. Seems like the big play from the Lady Racers has really been taking advantage of our Lady Bulldogs these last couple of possessions.
Yep.
As we swing it over to Miss Mary, she's looking to get down to Miss Cody. She's looking. Gets it up top to Miss Amani Free. She swings it to Miss Simmons for a good look at the wing, and she knocks it down.
Yep, they reversed it that time, and they were able to get that three-point shot.
That's
good ball movement.
Miss Simmons, that's her first three-point shot down for the game, 1 for 1. As we have Miss Kaylin Young, who has the ball up top. And then still right there, Miss Simmons. And she's getting on, looking out for the fast break, and a little too much on the layup.
Yep. But our ladies are still fighting.
Yeah, just a 10-point game. A lot of time left as Miss Turley gets another open three. She's really been getting going. That puts her at 10 points, matching Miss Young for the Lady Racers.
Right. Our transition defense wasn't where it needed to be that time.
And we were just speaking before the game with saying one play took over. It seems like Miss Turley and Miss Young are trying to take the lead for the Lady Racers in this game as we get an open shot from Miss Murray and no good. Rebounded from Miss McVeigh. We have Miss.
Right, we got to stop the ball.
Miss Samuel, she swings it over. Up top to Miss Burpo, looking. Gets it to Miss Hughes, who gets a little floater at the top, and no good. Rebounded by Miles Simmons.
Now we're on the push and try to get something out of the transition. Now you got your interim. Now they're going to have to run a set.
Miss McCall swings it over to Miss Amani Free, looking. Gets over to Miss Simmons. They swing it down low to Miss Cody. Good step through and a good move.
Yep, that's what we got to do. We got to pound it in. Good steal.
And good steal.
Just tough luck. Tough luck for Taylor.
And that was only our second field goal made in the paint so far this game. And like you said, Coach, we've been getting a lot of attempts down in the paint, just haven't been able to get them down. And another offensive rebound, missed by Miss Hughes.
Oh, that should be a foul.
And they will call that fuse down there, a foul down there on Miss Hughes as Miss Cody is slow to get up on that one. That would be Miss Hughes' first foul of the game, the third team foul for the Lady Racers. Checking in for the Lady Bulldogs, we have a big swap coming in as Miss Nicholson, Miss McCallum, and also Miss Elam checking in for the Lady Bulldogs.
Right. Coaches, she's just trying different lineups so that she can get somebody that can get some offensive rhythm.
Now, Coach, with this being, like we've been saying, for the Lady Bulldogs, a brand new team, how important are these non-conference games to get the rhythm and find out who's going to be what for this team?
Well, you got to have them. That's what our men are going through. You use the non-conference games to get your team ready for conference play. So that's why they've loaded up on these non-conference games where they see different types of systems so that they'll be prepared for the conference season.
As the Ray races, she swings it over. Miss Connor gets it down low to Miss Black as she finds a nice move and nice layup down low.
Right, we got to cut that baseline off. You got to stop. You can't continue to give up ground.
Yeah, use that baseline as a second defender. As we have Miss Simmons driving over, she swings it over to Miss McCallum, finds it down low.
Whoa.
Yeah, a little too much on that pass.
Yep. Right pass, right place to put it. Bad pass. She was looking for that offside guard.
Yeah, that was a good look right there. Just couldn't get it off. As we have checking in for our Lady Bulldogs, Miss Frazier again, getting her first minute since the beginning of the second quarter. Swings it down low to Miss Black. Gets it down low. And gets up top. Swings back over to Miss Connor. She brings back up to the top. Another look to Miss Sanders Wood. Swing it again to Miss Connor. Really moving the ball well right now.
Right, we went back to the zone.
Miss Sanders Wood, she gets a three-point opportunity. No good. And another offensive rebound for the Lady Racers. That right there, that's their 7th one of the game.
Right, you got to be able to rebound.
She gets down, fakes the pass, swings it back into the corner for Miss Connor, and the three is no good. Another offensive rebound leads to another basket.
Right, it leads to another basket because you gave up three offensive rebounds on that possession.
We have Miss Reed swings it over. Miss Simmons has it at the wing, looks to make a move, drives, and nice take, just can't get the fall right there. As the Lady Racers bring it back up on the fast break. Have a nice Euro step and a little too much on the layup as Miss Simmons brings down the rebound and gets our Lady Bulldogs going. Miss McCallum seems to look, slows it back down, swings it back up top to Miss Reed.
Right, we got to get more ball movement against the zone so that you can reverse the basketball.
Miss Simmons and
she didn't step into that shot.
The Lady Racers are getting their offense back flowing. Swings it back up top to Miss Pena. Gets the offense set up for the Lady Racers. Gets up top to Miss Horvath. Back up top to Miss Pena and off on the three. Nice rebound right there by Miss Frazier. As Miss Simmons pushes, keeps the pace, finds Miss Reed in the corner.
Good. They don't get the push that time. We needed that.
Yeah, good job of pushing the pace by the Lady Bulldogs and getting almost a good shot opportunity as it looks like they were going to try and score right there. And checking in for the Lady Bulldogs, we have number 3, Miss Amani Free, Miss Darian Berger, and also Miss Tony Grace checking in. And for the Lady Races, we have Miss 32, Miss Burpo checking out, and also checking in, is Miss Connor for the Lady Races.
Right, and Miss Burgeon is the lady who has to help solidify this second group. She's the leader out there on the floor.
Nice pass fake and rattles in. Nice shot. Just haven't been able to get a lot of points going up on the board for our Lady Bulldogs so far in this game.
Right, we're still at 20% from the floor.
She looks. Find Miss Pena in the corner who gets it to Miss Young. Swings it back up top and a little too much on that shot from Miss Burpo.
Whoa, gonna get us for a travel. Both of our ladies, Miss Burge and them, were going after the same rebound. Yeah. They're gonna get us for a travel.
Yeah, I know Coach Richards doesn't like that right there. That's a communication problem right there. Is like you said, 2 Lady Bulldogs fighting for it and then giving up another opportunity. And we have Miss Turley starting it out for the Lady Racers. She's looking in the paint, draws the defense in, and could have been a travel right there. They're fighting for the ball.
Our bench wanted to travel. Oh, that's going to be their ball. We threw that one out of bounds. She was trying to get it to her teammate. But that's going to stay here with the Lady Racers, but it's only 10 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, good. Our Lady Bulldogs are playing good defense. Just can't keep the Lady Racers off the board, and they're getting extra second and third chance opportunities. As we have Miss Turley starting to back up top to Miss Young. Swings it over to Miss Connor. She's looking at the top. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Have Miss Turley for another three-pointer and no good. And another offensive rebound.
Yep. Now they can go for the last shot if they desire.
Oh, Miss Young, she has the mismatch down low. She double teamed. Back up top to Miss Turley. Looks like they're slowing it down for that last shot. Nice pick and roll.
Eyeballs.
And a three-point opportunity. No good for Miss Young. And that'll do it for our Lady Bulldogs here in the first half. We have 30-15 deficit going into halftime as our Lady Bulldogs have been struggling so far in this game. Like you said, Coach, we're shooting 20% now in the game. And while we're holding them to 30% as a team, just can't keep them off the boards and also can't keep them off the free throw line that they have 8 free throw opportunities.
Right. Well, they out-rebounding us 30-17, and you cannot lose a rebound battle like that. And out of that 30, that's 10 offensive rebounds that they've gotten, which will give them extra possessions, and you can't do that. So I know in the locker room, coach is going to talk about that. Where the shots are not falling, you just got to keep playing. You got to keep battling, keep going at it. And I think if they do that, I think everything will be okay. They'll come out and play a more inspired game in the second half.
Yeah, we have plenty of game left here in the new arena for our Lady Bulldogs as Coach Richards has seemed to come out of halftime and trying to lead the Lady Bulldogs into their first win here in the new arena as 30-15 Lady races to the Lady Bulldogs. We'll be back from the break to give you more second half basketball.
All right.
Start here. Go anywhere with Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical Student Health and Wellness Center. It offers top-notch gym experience to help maintain a healthy lifestyle. With over 50 5-star rated commercial and consumer equipment, keeping that unwanted weight down is a breeze. Water aerobics and swimming lessons are offered in the 6-lane heated swimming pool, topped with ceiling-high window walls for a beautiful array of sunlight. Sign up today for Zumba, yoga, martial arts, and dance aerobics classes. AAMU Wellness Center also gives the opportunity to indulge in extracurricular activities for burning extra calories on top of your workout, including volleyball, basketball, track, and racquetball. Have some fun after your workout in the state-of-the-art 6-lane bowling alley. Enjoy a nice, refreshing smoothie alongside with an inexpensive, nutritious meal from the juice bar, equipped with blazing fast Wi-Fi. Book one of the event rooms for meetings and fellowship of any occasion. Alabama A&M Student Health and Wellness Center, where service is sovereignty.
Companies hunger for our food scientists. Here, a new generation manages our cities of tomorrow. The discovery of hardier plants, healthier animals, is growing at our research station, Alabama A&M University, where new designs and ideas are put to the test. Be a researcher in our labs, or a forestry fire dog in our fields. Alabama A&M University. Start here, go anywhere.
At Alabama A&M University, you will find people that come from all walks of life come to a school enriched in history, join together for a common goal to strive for academic excellence. AAMU have beautiful scenery and wonderful programs such as the athletics department for students interested in sports. Come witness our founder's dream become a reality through the Bulldog experience.
The Alabama A&M Health and Wellness Center is here to meet your fitness needs with swimming, volleyball, basketball, racquetball, and bowling. We offer full weight and cardio rooms with state-of-the-art equipment and access to a variety of classes such as yoga, Zumba, boxing, and more. Cool off with a refreshing beverage from our juice bar. Book one of our meeting rooms for events of any occasion.
AAMU Wellness Center is now a proud participant of the Silver Sneakers program.
It's not just for students, it's for you too.
Call 256-372-7000 for more information.
Getting those extra opportunities, and then when you combine the fact that we're not shooting a good percentage, the Lady Bulldogs are only shooting 20% from the floor. In fact, they're shooting better from 3-point. They had 33%. Yeah, we just got to keep attacking the basket. When you're missing shots and you're used to making them, you just got to keep taking them. You don't slow up. You don't slow up.
Yeah, you said it right what I was about to say, Coach. We had, I just tracked. We had double-digit layups missed at the rim. We're 2 for 12 inside the paint so far in this game. Like you said, it's been good opportunities just not being made. What can you tell to your players to keep their confidence high and not psych them out going into the
Well, you got to
half?
say, ladies, the shots are going to fall. We got to keep taking them. They're the shots that you take every day in practice. Keep shooting them. They will eventually fall. And then when you get somebody on a roll, you got to feed them the basketball. That's what they got to do.
And one more going before we start this one. We've had 2 players in double digits for the Lady Racers with Miss Turley with 10 points with her 2 threes, and then Miss Young, who started to heat up later in that second half down low with 10 points as well. We have 2 players really the main focus of a team's offense. What can you do to try and get them out their game and get the others to try and beat you?
Well, what you do is you try to eliminate, you try to limit their touches. They can't beat you or score on you if they don't have the ball. So you lean their way, and like we're coming out in the zone, you got to lean their way and keep the ball away from them. Make some of the others try to beat you.
Okay, so we have Miss Wood starting off with a swing down low to Miss Young. Gets back up to Miss Turley. Turley's looking. Gets it down low to Miss Young. And another easy opportunity.
Right, see, that's too deep. See, we allowed her to get too deep.
As the Lady Bulldogs start the second half off their first offensive possession, we have Miss Smith down up top. As she swings it down low to Miss Burgeon. And we have a new lineup to start the second half with Miss Burgeon, like you said, the veteran guard starting out there. Do you think with her being the veteran, Coach put her out there to try and get a good run going?
Right, trying to get some leadership on the floor. See, like once again, we just missed 2 bunnies. I mean, 2 close in shots. But you got to continue to take them.
Yes, as we get the ball back up top to the veteran guard, Miss Burgeon. She gets the offense set up. She swings it to Miss Smith. Finds Miss Burgeon in the corner. And a lazy pass, and it took off right there from Miss Young as the Lady Races get the offense going.
Yeah, but in the post, you got to hold that defender off, too.
Miss Turley has the ball up top.
And then we're back in our zone again. I thought this was our best defense in the first half.
Seemed like miscommunication right there. That was an easy layup right there from Miss Woods.
We should have been taking the charge on that baseline then.
We have Miss Smith brings up as we're nearing the 20-point lead for the Lady Races. Need the Lady Bulldogs to get their offense flowing in the second half before it gets too late. As we have swinging over to Miss Smith. She's looking.
Right, this matchup zone is giving us problems.
And we're moving the ball. And we have a nice find, but a block layup. Another missed opportunity in the paint as the Lady Races get their offense moving. We have Miss Hughes who's swinging back up top to Miss Woods. They get their offense set up. They get it back to Miss Young. And
she was wide open. She didn't see the ball.
Yeah, nice cut through it. That seemed like another miscommunication for our Lady Bulldogs. There's a nice pass and a nice layup right there for Miss Mary to get off.
She scored that time before the zone got set up. You beat the zone down the floor. You don't have to go 5-on-5.
Yeah. See, running a lot of their offense out of their elbow to Miss Young to get her going as she gets another down low and missed opportunity. It's a nice rebound right there by Miss Berry. Gets the fast break opportunity. And jump ball for us right there, but it'll be staying right here with the Lady Bulldogs. Yeah, even though she missed it down there, sir, like you said, another easy layup opportunity for the Lady Races as Miss Young got into the restricted area again at the catch.
Yep.
As we get it up top to Miss Burgeon. She gets it down low to Miss Cody.
Cody got to go to work on her.
Missed opportunity again in the layup as Miss Turley gets the Lady Races fast break going. Gets it back up top to Miss Young and no good. Good rebound by Miss Cody as we have Miss Murray driving for a fast break of our own. Find Miss Smith at the top. Off on another 3-point attempt as both teams.
Well, they're pushing the ball down the floor, Juwan, trying to get a quick shot before that defense sets up.
Foul. Miss Turley, who will be going to the line again. This will be her 5th and her 6th free throw opportunity for the game. And that's another thing we didn't speak on in the game. We're all sending them to the line way more than we're being sent to. We're 0 for 2 so far in this game, and the Lady Races will have their 9th and 10th free throw opportunities.
Right. Because they're being more aggressive on the offensive end. And see, Turley, she's already 2 for 2 in this game. And remember, I told you as a team, they shoot 79% as a team.
Mm-hmm. Nearing 80%. Any coach would want that right there.
Right. So you gotta keep them off of the free throw line.
And we have a timeout for the Lady Bulldogs as Coach Richards will try and draw something up for the Lady Bulldogs to get them back going as it's a 17-point game going into the 7 minutes and 2 seconds going into this third quarter. We'll be back from break to give you some more Lady Bulldog action. Welcome back, my fellow Bulldogs. As coming out of this timeout with 7 minutes and 2 seconds left in this game, we have the Lady Bulldogs trailing by double the points they have, 34 to the Lady Racers. As we have Miss Turley at the free throw line to start this off.
Yeah, Juwan, I think the biggest thing when you look at the shot chart, we've missed 15 layups. And that's, I know that's got to be troubling for Coach. That's a lot of close-in shots that we have not taken advantage of.
Yeah, if we just made half of those layup opportunities, it'll be a single point game. So, Coach is getting to our players, not to take their confidence down, but let them know that, hey, we need to start making some of these. As we have Miss Free with the ball up top. Swings it up to Miss Smith. Back over to my Simmons. Back up top to Miss Grace with a mid-range opportunity by Miss Free. And it's rebounded right there by Miss Horvath.
Yeah, good ball movement. Just didn't get anything out of it.
Doubling. Hit it back up top to Miss Woods, who's looking. Cross-court pass to Miss Turley, who's looking to drive. And a good pass. Just didn't see it right there by Miss McVeigh. Back to Miss Turley. No good, but another offensive rebound. Miss Turley, another open shot. Miss, but another offensive rebound.
Right. And they got Shakespeare in the game now. This is some of her first action of the year.
Yeah, I'd like to see how she can maybe get us a spurt as we got an open opportunity. Miss, but nice offensive rebound of our own by Miss Simmons, and still can't get a point to go out in the paint. Yeah, Miss Turley bringing it up for the Lady Racers. She's looking.
Got to stop the ball.
Have an open paint. Swings it over to the corner for Miss Woods and knocks down the open corner three.
See, when you get that deep penetration, all right, Coach is going to get a quick timeout.
Yeah, we have timeout for the Lady Bulldogs. Yeah, it seems like everybody crashed in on the drive and left Miss Woods for an easy corner three right there.
Right, because we went late to stop the ball. You got to stop the ball out earlier, and you don't have that lady down in that corner. That's why it's important in transition defense. You stop the ball as farther away from the basket as possible.
Yeah, and with the Lady Racers now having a 22-point lead on our Lady Bulldogs, we have a 39-17 game with 5 minutes and 49 seconds left here in this third quarter. We'll be back out of this timeout break with more Lady Bulldog action. Welcome back, our Lady Bulldog fans. We have 5 minutes and 49 seconds left in this third quarter as our Lady Bulldogs are looking to find some type of offensive spurt to get going as it's looking pretty bad for us, but a 22-point lead. You have to, Coach, what can you see for our Lady Bulldogs to try and cut into this lead as it's been real tough offensively for them to get field goals?
Right, you got to have some back-to-back stops to cut the lead down. You're not going to get it all at once. You just got to take your time and get back-to-back stops, and we got to find somebody that can put that ball in the basket. You got to score, too.
Yeah, with Miss Simmons being our leading bucket getter with 6 points, that she's the only one that's nearing double digits for our Lady Bulldogs so far in this game. As Miss Grace looking, been a quiet game for her as we find Miss Simmons in the corner, and right on cue, we knocked down a much-needed three as we cut the lead down to 19.
Right.
Miss Woods, nice find down low. Good block, good defensive. Another rebound, and it looks like it's going to be a jump ball.
No, they're calling a foul. They're putting up.
Oh, I see. Yeah, foul. As Miss Black had they gave her a foul on that one. That's her first foul of the game. She's been having a good game with everything except points. She has 2 points, but has 12 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. So she's giving you everything else you need.
Right. Well, there have not been a lot of fouls called in this game. We just turn it over. You
right
can't
there.
do that.
And Miss Woods here on the break. Nice pass over to Miss Turley. She's looking like she's going to slow it down. Nice pull-up right there by Miss Black, and it seems like she must have heard me right there. She knocked down her second field goal of the game.
Right. When we turn it over, they made us pay.
Puts the lead back at 21. And we have Miss Simmons back up top. Looking, swings it up top to Miss Cody. Looks for the high-low action, but can't find it. Swings it over to Grace. Swings back up top. Ooh, over to Miss McCallum. Nice find to Miss Cody. Back up top to Miss Simmons. Block shot right there. And a rebound, another rebound for the Lady Racers. They get their fast break going. She gets it to Miss Connor, who swings it back. Swings back up top to Miss Turley. Looks for Miss Woods for another 3. And short right there. And nice long rebound right there from Miss Cody as we get a fast break opportunity of ourselves. Have Miss Simmons up top. And another 3. Right. She's starting to heat up for us.
Remember now, our last 2 baskets have been because of transition. That we get down the floor before they can set their defense.
Yeah, it seems like that's our best way of scoring. As when we get into that half-court offense, it's been a real slow offense for us.
Yeah, it's been a struggle because of their good steal.
And Simmons, she's starting to heat up the Lady Bulldogs herself as she gets a near and one opportunity, but good job of forcing the foul right there for her.
Right. She was very aggressive. She'll be going to the line. But she's on the season, she's only shooting 44% from the free throw line. And this will be her first time going to the line tonight.
And this is only the second opportunity at the line. This is going to be the 3rd and 4th for the Lady Bulldogs. Like you said, Coach, not too many fouls being called in this game.
Right. Yeah, we shoot 4. They've shot 10. So you're not getting a lot because a lot of this game really, when you're shooting layups and knocking down 3s, there's no need to foul.
Simmons misses the second one, but nice offensive rebound around there for Miss Cody. And gets another free throw opportunity for the Lady Bulldogs.
Right.
This is some big possessions for our Lady Bulldogs these last couple minutes. Like we've been saying, we've been getting stops, and with those stops, we get transition points. And if we can get these free throws knocked down, we can end 15-point game right there.
Yep. Yeah, Cody's going to the free throw line for the first time today.
Yeah.
And on the year, she's only shooting 62%.
Yeah, we only have, for a team before this game, only 2 players with double-digit free throws attempts. So it seems like we have to do a better job of the team is getting to the free throw line.
Right.
And we have Miss Pena bringing it up. She swings it over to Miss Connor. Ready to find Miss Young up top. Swings it back over to Miss Pena. Have pick and roll and have an open opportunity to paint. But swings it over to the corner, and a little too much right there for Miss Hughes.
Yep, that was out of bounds on them, so we will be getting that possession.
For the Lady Bulldogs, another opportunity as we're getting on a nice run for ourselves. We're on a 5-0 run in the last minute.
Good pass.
Nice easy layup right there from Miss McCallum. And having the game for us again. It's 27-41 now, sir.
Right, they're pecking away at this lead. That's what you got to do.
And it's been defense leading to these offensive buckets for us. And now we have her driving. She finds Miss Young at top. And she gets down low, but a nice block from Miss Cody. A foul down low from Miss Young.
Right, Cody, she had her hands up, but she leaned forward.
That'll be Miss Cody's second foul of the game. Miss Young, who's been having a good game, like we said, the leading second in rebounds and the leading scorer for the team, and she's pretty much doing what she does with 8 rebounds and now 13 points in the game.
Right. Well, you can see how she gets her points. She puts her head down, and she'll go to that basket. And she doesn't give up.
And she misses her first free throw of the game.
Probably the only thing that she's done that has not been successful is when she stepped out to shoot it from deep.
Okay. She's 0 for 3 so far in this game from the three-point line. It's crazy because when you look at the percentages for the Lady Bulldogs, we're holding them to a good percentage with 30% total and 23% for the three-point line, just and giving up a lot of second chance points.
Right, but they get more opportunities, see.
Miscommunication right there. Get another fast break opportunity for the Lady Racers. Like, stopped and knocked it off right there. Good defense right there by Miss McCallum, knocking it off of Miss Young's leg.
Right, the ladies are battling. They haven't given up. I like their effort. They're getting after it.
And we have a lot of basketball left with 2 minutes and 30 left here in the third quarter in a 15-point game. Lady Bulldogs don't need to be too eager and just play their basketball to cut into this game. Swinging over. She swings it over to her in the quarter, Miss McCallum. Back up top to Miss Cody. Finds Miss Simmons in. She drives. Nice pass. Pumps. Missed opportunity right there for the Lady Bulldogs as the Lady Racers get back going on the fast break. It's Pena. She swings it over. She looks free. Nice floor opportunity. A little too much on it. And
good. Don't get another foul on Cody, I hope. Oh, they got 15.
Yes,
I thought that was Cody. Yep.
That'll be a foul on Miss Horvath. That'll be the team's fourth, her first foul of the game. We have Miss McCallum bringing it up. She swings up top to Miss Cody. Finds her in the corner and miss. Nice. We'll get another foul on the floor. That'll be Miss Free on that one. This will be her third foul of the game. Checking in for the Lady Racers, we have number 14, Miss Turley, number 13, Miss Black, and number 21, Miss Sanders Wood checking in. And then for our Lady Bulldogs, for Mighty Free, we have the veteran guard, Miss Darian Burgeon checking in.
Right, Darren, she was looking to have a great season. It's not starting out like she wanted to, but still a lot of basketball left to be played.
I'd like to see if she can try and get that same role she had last year with our team being a defender and also an aggressive scorer for us.
Yep.
As we have another change of possession for the Lady Racers.
I think they're going to talk about this and overturn it.
You're right on the coach. This will be staying here with the Lady Racers.
But I like the way they cleared out. They cleared out that whole side of the floor. That was kind of neat.
Bring it up, back up top to Miss Pena. She's looking. Find Miss Woods in the corner. Looking down low to get to Miss Young, as she does. Back up top to Miss Black. She swings it back over to Miss Woods. She gets another post opportunity. Gets in the restricted area and gets fouled.
See, if she's not scoring, she's going to the free throw line.
And that will be another foul on Miss Cody. On Miss Burgeon, excuse me. That'll be her second, the team's third.
And you put Caitlin back at the line where she's 5 out of 6. So she's inching up toward that average, and she's getting it from the free throw line.
And it's still been rebounds, the deciding factor of this game, with the 13th offensive rebound right there in that possession, being beat 42-29 on the rebounding.
Right, and to be honest, only 2 players are doing it. Black has 13 rebounds, and Young has 9 for them.
And that was going to be a point of emphasis for our team, with us losing a lot of our key bigs on that team last year, especially with Miss Dariana Lewis, who was a 2-time SWAC Player of the Year hopeful. So I'd like to see if we can get some more good play from our Lady Bulldogs. As we have Miss Murray with a free mid-range opportunity, a little too much on it. And we have a fast break opportunity for the Lady Racers. Miss Pena slows it down to get the offense going, brings it back up to the top.
Yeah, we're in the man-to-man defense.
I haven't had that much of this game for either team. I'd like to see if this can maybe speed them up and change it up for the Lady Bulldogs. Looks like we might have a charge.
Yep, they got it.
Simmons.
Good defense. Good defense.
That'll be Miss Turley's first, the team's fourth. And Miss Simmons, she's really been a key point of the Lady Bulldogs trying to inch back into this game in the second half.
Right, she's scoring, and then she's giving it up on defense too. Only double-digit score we got.
Yeah, and the neat thing, she's 4 for 5 from the three, with all her points being from the three-point line. So, I like to see, like you said, Coach, if she only not miss one, she needs to keep shooting them.
Right, correct. Now they got some kind of discussion about who the foul was on, I think.
Looks like they'll be changing it to the Connor. And getting a little defensive pressure right there. She got to pick up a
Right.
dribble.
See, they're extending their defense. See, they're in a zone, but they extended it. And it's confusing us, and it puts a lot of pressure on us for getting the ball up the court.
And we haven't did anything to get the Lady Racers out of this zone. It's been real successful for them all game.
Right. The way they're playing it, I think it's probably their bread and butter.
You got a lot of pressure right there, and see what the call was right there.
They'd have called a foul on somebody.
Seems like we might have had an
You know what? It was the fifth foul.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was their fifth foul, so they should have been shooting free throws.
Some miscommunication from the rest, as you have Miss Murray at the free throw line for us.
Well, the communication with the table. The table is supposed to inform the refs that it's penalty time.
She went 1 for 2. That was Miss Murray's first opportunity at the free throw line of the game.
But you think about this, with only 20-something seconds left in the quarter, one team gets to 5 fouls. See, there's not a lot of fouls being called.
It seems like the refs been letting them play as for this last possession. The Lady Racers looking to get the ball to Miss Young, and they do.
So bad pass, and got to keep her away from the basket.
This where you want it, but she's looking to drive down low, and she gets it.
Right, and we're giving up too much ground, see? See, on the defensive end, you cannot continue to retreat. You got to stop. Stop so that offensive player has to stop, and then they got to do something different.
Yeah, that puts her at a double-double for the day, and that'll be the third quarter for the Lady Bulldogs. It's a 28-44 game. A good quarter for the Lady Bulldogs, but they still have to do some more to try and cut this lead down. We'll see if we can do it coming out of this break. Welcome back, my fellow Bulldog fans, as we have the fourth quarter starting for our Lady Bulldogs. It's a 28-44 deficit, as it's still time for us to come back, but we have to put a little more pedal on the gas with not that much time remaining.
Right, and see now with this lead, I expect. Oh, we got a whistle. Trying to figure out, must be a clock issue. They're getting ready to start it over again.
I don't think it started on time on the catch. Well, they might be leaving it where it was at.
With this kind of lead, I expect Murray State to be patient on the offensive end.
Yeah, they have no reason to rush it. They have a pretty convincing lead as Miss Young gets another free throw opportunity down low.
Of course, unless you can get Miss Young in the block like that. You take it to your best player, you take it to your leading scorer. If we go allow her to get catches that close to the basket, then that's what they're doing right now.
And the offense been running through her. Either we get it to her on the low post, and it seems like a lot of her touch has been on the left side of the court. I haven't seen too much of her on the other side. She's been getting to the line, though. This is her 9th and 10th free throw attempt for the game.
And that's going to hurt the Lady Bulldogs, too, now, because that was Cody's. That's probably that's another foul on her. She's our leading rebounder with 8, and we need all the rebounding we can get because they've been bashing us on the offensive glass.
And Ms. Young by herself has put 2 of our Lady Bulldogs in foul trouble
yeah.
with Miss Amani Free with 3 fouls of herself. It's a tough pass right there. She tried to fit it in and couldn't do it. As we have Miss Burpo on the steal. She finds Miss Woods, who finds Miss Young up top. Nice pass to Miss Burpo. She looks for the floater. Not enough on that one.
And we were able to limit them to 1 shot that time.
Miss Simmons brings it up. She's been the hot hand for our Lady Bulldogs. And couldn't make the pass right there. And another turnover for the Lady Bulldogs. That puts us at 14 for the game. And we have Miss Tony Grace checking in for the Lady Bulldogs.
She's taking Miss Simmons' place, and she's the only offense that we've had so far.
And it's been a tough game for Miss Grace. She's the leading scorer for our Lady Bulldogs. And coming off of a 24-point game, she's 0 for 4 with 0 for 3 from the three-point line. So it's been a tough one for her so far. And Miss Turley up and wing. She's having a pick and roll with Miss Young. Finds Miss Burple at the 3 and a little too much. And never mind, got the rebound for Miss Grace. She finds Miss Smith up top. Looks to get a foul.
Oh.
Called the travel.
Get a walk on. I thought she got bumped on that. So you got Grace and Smith, our top 2 scorers on the season, and they just haven't given it to us today. They both are struggling between the 2 of them. They only have 3 points.
Yeah, 1 for 8 from our 2 leading scorers. I know as they get an elevator action right there. To see that a lot from the Warriors in their prime.
Mm-hmm.
We got Miss Young, another driver, and another layup. That'll put her at 19 points of the game with 11 rebounds.
Right,
Good game for Miss Young.
And she's left-handed, and they're allowing her to go to her left. And then on this end, we get a drive, and we missed that one again, and they get the rebound and pushing it back on us.
Yeah, and it seemed like that's been her side the all game as we got a no foul.
They got 2 blocks out of that. Coach from Murray State like, what gives? What gives? She got her hands out. She thought she should have had 2 fouls. That was 2 fouls. That's Coach Turner down there for the Racers.
And checking in, we have Miss Cody coming back in. Need some safe play out of her with 3 fouls so far for her in the game. And also Miss Reed checking in for the Lady Bulldogs. But yeah, like you were saying, Coach, with her being left-handed, it seems like she's been staying on that left side of the court.
Right, and going to her left. You got to make her do something else, make her uncomfortable.
Miss Woods with Miss free throw, but another offensive rebound for the Lady Racers. Miss Turley's looking, and we have a foul right there. And that'll be Miss Free, 4th foul of the game.
Right. I know our ladies now, you're going to use this last 7:40. You need to come up with some you need some positive things to happen because your next game is you're at Ole Miss on the 29th, November the 29th. So you would want to try to have something that you can build off and work on in practice the next few days leading up into that game.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a test for our Lady Bulldogs, who, like we said, with a pretty new team, still trying to find a lot of players trying to find their role in the team, with this only being the 4th game of a brand new team. As Miss Turley knocks down another free throw. Been a quiet second half of Miss Turley, as these are really her first points in the second half. Seems like Miss Young has put her foot on the pedal and replaced that for her in the second half.
Right.
And she's checking out right there as Miss Penn checks in for the Lady Races. We have Miss Free bringing it up. She finds Miss Free, who swings it over to Miss Burgeon and misses the 3.
Right. Well, we got to take shots. And that's the only way we're gonna get back. And our transition defense gave up a shot, but unfortunately for us, they didn't make that layup.
As Miss Smith brings it up, that last possession, that was Miss Burgeon's first attempt at the game.
Wow.
She was one of the leading scorers of the team last year and one of the better shooters for us. So that's an interesting stat to see, as Miss Free misses a 3-point opportunity, but nice rebound by Miss Cody. Close one right there is Miss Free. Swings back up top to Miss Reed. Jumbles the pass, goes up, and
in and out. Boy, that was a tough in and out.
Yeah, like we've been saying all day, Coach. It seems like those layups and floaters in the paint just haven't been seeming to fall for us.
Right.
As we have Miss Pena coming off the pick. She swings over to Miss Woods. Miss Woods coming off a screen of her own. And we find Miss McKay at the top with a miss, but another offensive rebound. Miss, but another offensive rebound right there for the Lady Racers. We have Miss Pena drive. She swings it over to Miss Wood, who swings. Doesn't get the foul, but gets it right there in the paint.
Right. You know, that's a disaster waiting to happen when you give up that many offensive rebounds.
And now, after that position right there, the Lady Racers now have 52 rebounds as a team and nearing 20 offensive rebounds with 18. It's been a tough day for our Lady Bulldogs on the boards. That's really the main stat that sticks out so far in this game is we have a timeout.
Yeah, it's immediate timeout this time.
As we have a timeout for our Lady Bulldogs with 6 minutes and 18 seconds left in this fourth quarter. They are trailing by 22 points with a 28-50 score. I'd like to see how our Lady Bulldogs come out of this timeout. We'll be back with Lady Bulldog action after this break. perform. Welcome back, my fellow Bulldogs. As we're coming out of this media timeout with 6 minutes left in the game, it's a 28-50 game for our Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, DeJuan, we got to find a way to score. We haven't scored in this quarter, but you gotta keep pushing, try to get something in transit, and try to get an easy basket.
Yeah, this has been a rough shooting day for our Lady Bulldogs as Miss Wood misses her first free throw attempt. We're shooting 10 for 50 as a team and 5 for 16 from the three-point line. It's been a rough game for our Lady Bulldogs so far. That's Miss
Sanders. Yeah, Sanders was able to get one of them.
Miss Smith, she swings it over to Miss Simmons, who swings it back up top, and you almost had to say it. Miss Grace swings it back over to Miss Simmons. She's looking.
And if you notice, they have not come out of this zone all day. We haven't given them a reason to come out.
Yeah, when you hold the team to 20% shooting, you have no reason to, as we had another missed opportunity at that possession. As we swing it over to Miss Sandra Woods. Comes off the screen, swings it back up top to Miss Black. Just gets over to Miss Pena. Have a little tangle of the feet, and looks like they call a foul right there.
Well, we finally got aggressive in the paint, but that was against 22 for them against McKay. See, that's the way you got to fight with when Young comes back in the game.
And that was Miss Cody, her fourth foul of the game, and an easy layup opportunity for Miss McKay. And when you have your starting bigs both with 4 fouls, it can show you what type of game it's been for our bigs so far this game. Miss Simmons, she swings it.
Got a turnover.
Another one for the Lady Bulldogs as Miss Pena brings it up for the Lady Racers. She drives, finds Miss K, but couldn't keep her hands on that one as she has another turnover right there. Checking in for the Lady Bulldogs, we have number 44, Miss Danye Frazier, who hasn't had that many minutes in this game, but due to the
foul trouble
for our 2 starting bigs, she's had to step in with her being a young freshman, with her really not getting that much playing time so far this season.
Right. But we played a lot of people that's been out of necessity.
As she swings it up top, Miss Smith has it in the corner. She finds Miss Grace, and it was tipped as we leave it here for the Lady Bulldogs.
Right. A lot of the things that we're getting right now, everything is on the perimeter. We're not getting the basketball inside, and we're not getting the dribble penetration against this zone.
Yeah, it's been a tough one. Like you said, that zone been seeming to give us trouble, and Lady Racers have been doing a good job of keeping the pressure on us, and we've been real slow in our half court. The opposite of what you said was needing to swing the ball fast, as Miss Simmons misses it down there. Another offensive rebound, shot clock violation. Yep. But yeah, like you said, when the team's in the zone, you'll want them to swing it fast to get them moving and try and find a hole in the zone. But it seems like as we have a platoon swap for the Lady Racers as the whole starting lineup will come back in. But we've been real slow in the half-court offense, and when you get down to the last 5 seconds of a possession, you don't have no score
Right.
so far. This game is going to give you 28 points so far in this game.
Right. See, you're halfway through the quarter. We got a turnover, so we got an opportunity this time. So that'll be our first score. Good job.
And right there, right on cue, sir.
And this group is pressing now. They're picking up the pace.
And I wonder why Miss Richard hasn't went to that earlier. As in the Sanford game, she played press the majority of the game.
Got a timeout because that was going to be offensive foul. And the possession was going to change.
That timeout was on point for Miss Turner and her Lady Racers, as when they come out of this timeout break, they'll be having a 23-point lead with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this fourth quarter. I'd like to see how our Lady Bulldogs and Coach Richards have us looking coming out of this break. back, my fellow Bulldogs, and with 4 minutes and 24 seconds left in this game, as the Lady Bulldogs bring the pressure, the Lady Racers are up 53-30. They're looking. She's looking. Finds Miss Connor in the corner. I mean, not Miss Connor, excuse me. Swings it back over to Miss Horvath. She finds Miss Connor. Miss Connor drives, looks, finds Miss Turley, who swings it over to Young, and we have a shot clock violation.
Right, good defense, good defense.
As we have checking in for the Lady Bulldogs, Miss Cody, who hasn't been able to stay on the floor as much as she'll want to in the second half with the 4 fouls she has.
Right, but she's still, she's got the second highest number of minutes in the game. But we've got to get shots up, and then I like the pressure that we've been applying, and I hope we do it make or miss.
We have Miss Grace up top. She's still looking for her first field goal of the game.
Good pass, good pass.
Nice find, and nice layup right there from Miss Nicholson.
And now that you score, we can set up the pressure.
She swings it over to Miss Connor. Connor gets it down in the middle, finds it to Miss Horvath, who leans in but doesn't get the foul, but gets the rebound as we have Miss Turley at the top. Swings it back over to Miss Horvath, who misses the free throw, and it will be going over to the Bulldogs.
Right. So our scrum, you know, our pressure is creating something, some excitement. We're getting some movement.
Yeah, Coach, and like you said, with 3 minutes left in this game, we need some things to look into that's positive for this game. We've been forcing turnovers, so.
And then you just gave up one.
Right there, that's a tough one. Just a tough play right there for the Lady Bulldogs. We tried to save some clock, but extended it out too long. Yeah, it seems like the pressure that we've been applying with the last 2 minutes in this fourth quarter has been a positive thing for Coach Bridges to look out.
Right. She might want to go to it earlier. Well, I don't know. In the next game against Mississippi, they'll probably have bigger players in the paint, so I'm not sure if that will work.
As Ms. Young's looking, driving, swings it over, finds her at the top of the key, and a little too much on that one. And they'll be going back to our Lady Bulldogs with 2 minutes and 56 seconds left in this game. We have Miss McCallum bringing up. She swings it to Miss Grace on the wing. Finds Miss Cody on the screen. Swings it over to Miss Simmons. Looks to drive. She's coming off a Nicholson screen. Swings it back up top to Miss McCallum. She's looking. Coming off another screen by Miss Cody. She's driving. A little contact.
Good shot.
Nice finish right there from Miss McCallum.
Right. Good shot with the left.
And we're back into this press for our Lady Bulldogs as Miss Young is open up top and an easy layup. Seemed like Miss Cody didn't see her behind her right there.
Right.
That'll put Miss Young at 21 points and 11 rebounds. A good game for her. And coming off of another good game she had last one. She's been having a good start to the season as Miss Callum misses her free throw right there.
Now under 2 minutes, you still want your ladies to show some fight. You got to have some positive things going into your next practice.
As we have Miss Hughes with her first bucket of the game on the easy layup right there. That'll put the lead at 57-34 for the Lady Racers. Miss McCallum brings it up.
Coach is telling her to go ahead and move because it's taking too long to get into the offense.
Miss Simmons gets a nice drive, a nice attempt, just couldn't get enough touch on that one.
Right, another inside layup that we could not convert on.
We have Miss Turley slowing it down. We have a timeout for Miss Turner's Lady Racers as she looks like she's going to get a different lineup in. 30-second timeout.
Right, I think she basically did that to get some subs in the game.
Now, like you said, Coach, rough game for our Lady Bulldogs with their first home one here in the new arena, but like it's still non-conference play, so this won't have a give anything for us in conference play, but with a loss like this, what will you be able to look into for the Lady Bulldogs to try and improve off of this game right here?
Well, one of the things we will be working on, if I was had the team, we'd work on boxing out and rebounding. That's one of the issues. The shots, yeah, we'll come in and get some shots up. Your shots will probably eventually fall, but the basic things like boxing out and going after rebounds, we probably pay a little more attention to that. And then I would see if I could incorporate my pressure more. either by man-to-man or the zone press.
Yeah, we have positive things to look into from this game. We've forced the Lady Racers to 28% and 18% from the three.
Right.
But we gave up 20 free throws with 12 of them coming in this second half. But other than that, a lot of the match has been even. But when you get out rebounded by almost 30 rebounds, it's going to be kind of tough to stay in the game.
Right.
As Miss Burgess swings it over to Miss Murray, she looks for a three.
And so you're still looking for people this late in the game to execute.
As Miss Grace, nice steal right there in the foul. As she'll be looking to get her first points of the game.
Yeah, see, they're still battling. You see, they're still hustling, going after loose balls, going after rebounds. So those are all positive things. Everybody knows that there are a lot of negatives in the game, but you're going to pull out your positives and you try to work on some of the things that you didn't do as well.
This would be Miss Grace's first time at the line for the game. She's a 55% free throw shooter for this season. As she knocks down the second one.
So here you come with your pressure. See what you can get out of that. You get a turnover. Oh, almost a turnover.
And like you said, Coach, it seems like this pressure has made it a little tougher for the Lady Racers to get up court, besides a couple miscommunications on a couple of them.
Yeah, they should have cut that baseline off then.
She fires it up top. Good job by Miss Cody right there, getting her hands on that steal. As we have Miss Smith bringing it up. She's looking. Nice hesitation. Brings it back up top to Miss Cody. Nice pump fake into the mid-range pull-up, and a little too long on that one, as have a rebound from Miss Settle, who's getting her first minutes of the game. Gets it back up top to Connor.
Yeah, I expect them to take the clock down. I don't think they'll be in a hurry.
As Miss Settle comes off the screen, she gets it back up top to Miss Points Atlantis, who's also getting some of her first minutes of the game. Connor looks, drives. Good pressure right there by Miss Grace, but it looks like it'll stay right here with the Lady Racers with 8 seconds left on the shot clock and 10 seconds left here in this game. Going to the half court. Nice turnover.
Yep, got a turnover.
Nice steal right there from Miss Cody. That gives her 2 steals on the game, and as we're off on that 3-point right there. She's had a good game for us, but with the 4 fouls she has 10 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 2 steals. She hasn't gave us that much on the offensive side, but she did a good job of giving us everything else. That'll close us out here with the Lady Racers with a dominant 57-36 win over our Lady Bulldogs. It was a tough one for the Lady Bulldogs. Couldn't really find our groove offensively, and then with them, that last possession, that gave the Lady Racers 60 rebounds, and I'm pretty sure Coach Richards wouldn't want any team to get that many rebounds against them.
Right, and so she's got some positive things she can work on. Our ladies just didn't shoot the ball well. We shot 21% from the game, 26% from 3, and then only 50% from the free throw line. So it's obvious we didn't shoot well, and I think they got some things that they can look forward to working on. And I think they'll be okay.
Yes, sir. And with them playing defense like that, they forced the Lady Racers to 17% from the three-point line and 28% from the field goal. So we played good defense, so we can't bet on us having this bad of a shooting performance from our Lady Bulldogs every week. So we'd like to see what our Lady Bulldogs do, as, like you said earlier, their next game will be coming up against Ole Miss.
Yep.
And that'll do it for us here today. The Lady Bulldogs, like we said, didn't come out victorious for the first game, but we'll see how we bounce back next week. As the final score of this game, Lady Murray State Racers 57, the Alabama A&M Lady Bulldogs 36 points. We had a good one here today, Coach, and we'd like to see how we can start the season off. We have an Iron Bowl matchup coming up, so I know a lot of people will be leaving this stream and going over to watch that. So we'll get out of here, Coach. A good game for us, and we'll be back next week to give you some more Lady A&M basketball.
All righty.